She said it like she was reading a grocery list. "I'll be sleeping with other men for a while. We'll still make love, I'll just also do it with them." The room went quiet in a way that felt engineered. I remember the hum of the refrigerator, the steady tick of the clock. I remember my hands staying still on the table because I didn't trust them to move without revealing what I was becoming. I nodded. That was the first mistake she made, thinking silence meant surrender. We weren't always like this. There was a time when she leaned into me as if gravity itself approved. We met young, poor, optimistic. We built a life with mismatched furniture and shared dreams. We laughed at things that weren't funny. We planned futures that assumed permanence. Trust was the foundation. Not love, trust. And I guarded it like a vow. I worked long hours. She filled the house with movement. We became efficient, comfortable. I thought that was maturity. I thought stillness meant stability. I didn't see the fault line until it split. The signs arrived quietly. Late nights framed as finding herself. A phone turned face down. New phrases, new confidence. She stopped asking my opinion and started announcing conclusions. I told myself it was growth. I wanted to be the kind of man who didn't cage curiosity. Then one night, her phone lit up while she showered. No message preview, just a name I didn't recognize, a smile I couldn't unsee when she came back into the room. I didn't confront her, I cataloged. When the truth came, it didn't explode. It slid across the table and waited for me to react. She spoke of needs, of honesty, of evolution. She called it openness. She framed it as generosity. I heard a confession disguised as a negotiation. I didn't argue, I didn't plead, I didn't raise my voice. I watched her. That was my advantage. That night, while she slept peacefully beside me, I planned the disappearance of a man she thought she owned. I didn't want revenge that screamed. I wanted revenge that echoed, the kind that rewrites someone's sense of reality. I reviewed documents, I remembered conversations, I replayed every financial decision we'd ever made. I saw where the threads were loose. I saw where my name carried weight and hers didn't. I waited. Patience sharpens intent. By morning, I had clarity. By evening, I had resolve. The execution was clean, quiet, boring even. I moved through the house like a ghost retrieving his bones. What mattered came with me. What didn't stayed behind like a decoy. I didn't leave a note. I left absence. The accounts changed hands without drama. Not theft, realignment. The way tides move without apology. The way the law respects preparation more than emotion. I closed doors she assumed were permanent. I canceled futures she thought were guaranteed. By the time she noticed, I was already gone. She called, then texted, then panicked. Her messages shifted tone with each hour. Confusion, anger, bargaining, nostalgia, threats, promises, love rediscovered too late. I didn't respond. The confrontation came weeks later, not in person, but through a mutual contact who said she just wanted to talk, that she didn't understand how things escalated so quickly. I let her talk, to silence. What she never understood was that the moment she spoke her truth, I accepted it fully. I didn't try to change her. I simply removed myself from the equation she wanted to balance at my expense. Her freedom required my erasure. I obliged. I imagine the moment it hit her, the realization that the man who once organized vacations and remembered anniversaries had reorganized her life without asking permission, that the safety net she mocked was the ground beneath her feet. She thought love meant I'd stay. She thought loyalty meant endurance. She never considered that respect is the real currency, and she'd spent it recklessly. Now I live quietly, not hiding, just unreachable. I rebuilt with intention. Every object around me has a purpose. Every relationship is chosen, not inherited. I don't miss her. I miss the man I was before I learned how easily trust can be reframed as weakness. But I like the man I became. I didn't raise my voice, I didn't beg, I didn't chase closure. I vanished. And sometimes, that's the most honest response of all.